Welcome back to the second episode of Intangible Cultural Heritage Appreciation Programs. I'm your host, Dong Liu. And today we have... Wow, look at this. I'm just gonna showcase this. This is what a beautiful writing and what a beautiful calligraphy. And we have one of our calligraphy friends, and he's also a very notable and very popular young calligrapher in Singapore, I believe.
I'm still very junior in the field. Yeah.
So that's very humble, Mr. Malik. So we have Malik, and sorry, what's your full name, Mr. Malik?
Oh, my name is Malik Maslan.
Malik Maslan.
You can call me Malik.
Mr. Malik. So yeah, we have today we have Malik here, and we are going to explore the Chinese calligraphy in our second episode. And Chinese calligraphy is known for its variety of forms and in fronts and forms throughout different period of time in China. So there are namely, I think, Li, Tai, and then some others, right? I forgot.
There are so few forms.
Okay.
You have the Oracle bone script, which is considered as the earliest script.
Right.
Yeah, it's actually carved on bones. Then followed by seal script, small seal script. Then you have the others like clerical script and so on and so forth. Yep.
Right. Wow. Yeah. That's throughout different period of time, right?
Yeah, definitely different periods of time. Yep.
Wow. Well, I know as an ethnic Chinese, I feel a little bit ashamed that I know little information about
calligraphy is quite a difficult, quite a challenging art, especially for someone who is outside of the culture. So, how I tackled it, because I started calligraphy as an illiterate.
Right.
I didn't know Mandarin at all.
Okay.
So that's why I started out with seal script, which is very pictorial.
Wow.
Yeah.
The seal script, as in the writing on the silk.
No, seal. S-E.
The seal script, as in the print.
Ancient script.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So when I first started out, of course, people would do the kaishu, the traditional script, but I started out with seal script because I didn't know stroke order. So it was quite hard for my teacher who taught me at first. So he said, okay, let's start with this ancient script, which is more pictorial, so I don't have to be next to you to tell you what stroke order and all that. Yeah.
I'm sure that's definitely very pictorial too.
Yeah, pictorial. So how you draw a bird, I think anyone, even if you do not know Mandarin, you can see it's a bird. And if it's like mountains, you can say, oh, these are three mountains. Yeah,
that's true. This Chinese character, I think, is known for it's
pictorial.
Pictorial. Yeah, it's not phonetic. It's a pictorial for sure. That's for sure. And and I believe every Chinese character actually represents, I think, imagery like pictorial wise. It represents.
Then there's image and the sounds though. They're combined. But it does have pictorial qualities, which someone who's not very sure, or unsure, doesn't speak the language, one glance and you can get a guess of what the character is. But this is of course ancient script. Yeah, right. It gets more different as you go on. But of course it still retains its pictorial qualities. I'm sorry, am I going too deep?
Well, that's a whole lot of education for me for sure as well. Because me as a Chinese, I only know the simplified version of the character, which I learn by heart, so I know each one's meaning. But I noticed all these scripts over here, this writing here. Oh, I think these are traditional forms, isn't it?
This clerical script.
Right. Okay.
Which came after seal script. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So there's a certain lineage when it comes to Chinese characters. I personally prefer seal script and this script. Yeah. So each calligrapher, I mean, of course, like everything, calligraphers have their favorites to write. So
that's a personal preference.
Yeah, personal preference. Okay. So when you have someone who wants to commission the artwork with you, then you secretly deep inside, oh, please choose this script. But if they don't, then it's okay.
Right. I personally know another form which is kind of like, it's a very tremulous writing, it's very fluent, basically, right, all in one like all in one stroke,
yeah,
but you can barely see what the word is. What's the name?
Grass script, we call it.
That's a grass script. Yeah, that's a grass script.
That is one of the hardest to master.
Right.
I have not ventured into that yet.
Okay.
I mean, I do it sometimes, but it is quite challenging. But of course, each font comes with its own difficulties.
Right.
And as an individual, and when we talk about calligraphy, we must remember, especially Chinese calligraphy, that the craft is very individualistic.
Mm-hmm.
What may seem easy to you may be very hard for someone.
That's true.
Yeah, someone might find, like, for example, grass script to be much more manageable than seal script.
Right.
Yes.
I think especially for those people who have like improvising like spirit, they just want to something really quick, because I know some people like in artistic perspective, and some people just prefer like just one stroke, you know, going from top and bottom, and they're just getting and there's just there's just the words coming out or something. You know,
that depends
abstract.
on one's education,
Mm-hmm.
one references, what you reference, in which script you reference to, or ancient ritual. I mean, for seal script, like probably what ritual bronze ritual vessels that you refer to,
Right.
and it will affect your taste. It will affect your how you come out,
Right.
what work that you come out.
I think that's very culturally sophisticated as well.
So I mean, like, of course, there's seal script and there's like grass script that you say, but like seal script itself, there are a lot of different types of it.
Right.
Because we know that Chinese calligraphy spans many very long history, and because of that, I mean, that's what makes me love Chinese calligraphy. Some people think that it's just on paper, but it's not. Yeah, because Chinese calligraphy was present on bones and bronze way before paper.
Right.
Yeah.
I just noticed that this is a Chinese calligraphy, right?
Yeah.
This
This is on batik.
is on batik, so
Yeah.
this is a batik dye, and it's
It's
wow.
indigo.
Okay.
Yeah, it's natural indigo. I got, the calligraphy is done by me. I commissioned this piece. So I like it.
This
Yeah.
looks like a very beautiful fabric with like very
Oh,
nice
is it?
print, but it's a very exotic input for like a Chinese character to be here. But can you let us know?
I think that batik, I mean, to see calligraphy on batik is not unknown.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are some, I mean, historically, there are some people who actually done it before.
Right.
Yeah. I think you can see it in the some cultures where actually it is present. Yeah.
Is it being used as a cultural symbolic, or just like an art element because of the strokes?
I won't be expert in, because this is another field. But it is another field.
Okay.
I mean, I just started being. I've started being interested in it, but I believe that it's on altar tables of the Chinese. They actually done it, and they were actually here.
I see.
Or not here, but rather in the region. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
But can you tell us about what's the meaning of these words, by the way?
Virtue.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
It pronounced as
The.
okay.
Yeah. So I love this word because I don't know. I just happened to like you know what, I want this word here, so therefore it will be here.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, I don't think too much.
I think this, you know, this is.
Yeah.
Your thing for sale, because it's actually the character of one of our crew member.
That's what I want to say. I actually think this is really beautiful. I want to have one of these.
I can get I can write the character, and you can get it commissioned, and I can talk more.
Okay.
Yeah, you can contact me on my Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, now it's our show time. We have Mr. Malik with this giant Chinese ink brush, and I will have one too.
Yeah, yours is bigger than mine.
Yeah, I'm very excited to try one of this. As an ethnic Chinese, I have never really write Chinese calligraphy too. I have held this before because my dad do this, but I mean, I really never familiarize myself with all using of this. Okay, so
just write an easy one, yeah.
yes, okay.
Fu.
I need the handy fu. Okay, I know that word. That means prosperity.
Yeah, prosperity.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, Mr. Malik, can you?
So you're gonna write with me,
I'm
right?
gonna hold it like this, right?
Yeah. Some people hold it like this,
Okay.
which is wrong. I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't dare say wrong lah, but this is the correct. I try to make it upright.
Okay.
Yes. So then after that, we dip it in here.
Okay.
So when you dip it, make sure that you dip the whole everything.
Okay.
If not, you're not using the full potential of the brush.
Right.
Yeah. So make sure that the whole thing becomes black. I mean, try to make it black.
Right.
And because this is a very literati art, you have to do it very gently.
Okay.
Some people go, that's long lah. Like yeah, so see how gentle I do it.
I get it. So like very just like a very gentle touch, right? And then like
Yes,
marinate. Marinate. Oh god. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get this fully inked. Is this good?
Yeah, it's good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to basically
Just get rid of the excess ink.
yeah, like gently. Do you think this is good?
I think should be good. What does your feeling tell you?
My feeling tells me. Yeah, I'm ready to be used.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, so let's try out the palette first.
Okay.
First ink. See how I go back. Yeah,
It's supposed to be vertical.
yeah, it's vertical. Yeah, that's a beautiful one.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, it's very beautiful the way you do it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You might want to make it closer
Okay.
because there's no more social distance anymore.
Okay. Bam.
Okay. Alright. Let's shut. Let's relax. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
can feel I can feel your pressure.
Yeah, I'm trying to it like really like immaculately, but I don't think I can never be as neat as you are.
Sure you. Alright. I love how gentle you are when you do that. Huh?
Thank you.
Okay. Right. Oh, you really like to create a big space, yeah? Why you want 7? It's okay, it's okay. Okay, go. So now you do this. Okay.
Is that supposed to be a longer stroke?
Yeah, you can do long. Yeah, this is heel script. Too.
And
yeah.
it's definitely about this.
Yeah, try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really far. But never mind, it's okay.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so try to. Okay, you see how I do the circle, okay?
Okay.
You see how my brush twists?
Right.
Yeah, so that twisting action is very important.
Right.
See? Twist.
So it's half
So
circle,
half circle,
by
semi,
another
yeah.
half circle.
But you can do the full circle if you're confident.
I would do half.
Okay.
So it's
Okay,
twist,
twist. Yes, correct.
twist.
Breathe. Okay.
Oh, that's a lie. Okay, so the last one would be the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, some people do it in full circle. This is very well done. So I like how you balance out. Oh, you saved it.
Oh my god. I mean.
Okay. The connection.
Oh.
Never mind. It's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now is this. We complete the full. Okay.
That's the last stroke.
Then down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it needs to be this one, right?
Yeah.
So Is that a curved line?
I know, it's up to you. Whether it's straight or
Okay.
Have you seen this? I'm sure you've seen this a lot of times.
I have never seen this in this form. I know this is prosperity, Fu, right? Fu, yeah. I have never seen this. So this is a leaf.
No, this is a seal script.
Seal script.
Ancient seal script.
I see. Wow. I've never. I mean, I definitely never seen it before. But, like.
Ah.
Oh my god! I feel so accomplished.
So when you see this, what do you see? Say you the first time you see this, what strikes you the most?
As in the
Shape.
the shape. Shape wise, I feel it's very organic. It's
No,
very
what the
brown.
wait, okay. So when I started out
Uh-huh.
as a illiterate in Mandarin,
Okay.
what I saw was a beaker.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And this,
Alright.
it looks like a Chinese table. Then you have a tripod.
Right.
Or we need to actually put it on top.
Right.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
how I
yeah.
use pictorials to actually learn Chinese calligraphy.
Right. And
Yeah.
so that could be a letter with maybe this is a will.
Have you seen have you gone to a lab? You know, when you were in secondary school and I think high school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then you probably see a chemistry lab. You see some
Yeah.
of the beakers long shapes, right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
like
that's, so
this.
that's how I studied. Or rather, I started with seal script. I say, oh, this looks like a horse. This looks like a, which is like sometimes the meaning is accurate.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's just my own imagination.
Right.
So that's how I studied calligraphy the first time.
I see. Wow,
Yes.
that's. I mean, I have. If you never talk about this, I've never really thought about it because when I, for example, I know Chinese, I learned Chinese, but
Yeah.
I really never second think about what's the deeper meaning behind that character. Other than I can recognize it, I know what's the meaning of it. So
I believe that the character for Shan, as in like Shan, mountains.
yes,
You mind if I take your back?
yeah.
Oh, so.
That's definitely mountains. That just looks like mountains. It looks like the. It looks like three mountains being
well,
lined on the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so this is like one of the characters. So, oh, it's a mountain valley. Yeah.
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 That's definitely. It's kind of eye-opening to see all this. To be honest, I mean,
Yeah.
as a native Chinese, I'm not okay. I'm bilingual. So as a Chinese, like ethnic Chinese, I would say this is really like eye-opening experience for me too because I never really look into the Chinese calligraphy. It's kind of, all this. I never know that so many meanings behind all the strokes rather than I just know the stroke as a stroke as itself.
Yeah.
Like you just know that this combining with this become this, which is the words that you recognize. But if you never tell me these are picture related, that is
Yeah.
going to be
So
reflected
that's how
on what's it.
it's actually due to my teacher's thinking. Actually.
Right.
So he opened up a whole world to me. So he had to think very creatively. How do I teach Malik how to do calligraphy? Yes. So that's when I started slowly studying Mandarin and a whole new world started out. Yeah.
Nice.
So I think one thing that makes me very brave to actually enter into Chinese calligraphy, despite not being Chinese, was a saying that I actually heard from a Korean calligrapher, which is very interesting. Chinese calligraphy was born in China, but he went to Korea and became Korean. He went to Japan and became Japanese. So I always think to myself, as a local, as a new gen artist, what do I think about Chinese calligraphy? That's when it actually makes me more braver. That maybe I also can contribute in that long history of calligraphy.
That is a wonderful like brave motives, and as well, this is for our Singapore. I think it's really precious to have young people. Like I think Mr. Malik, I know that you are like me. We're young people have this kind of aspirations then
Yes.
to create our own cultural heritage. That is
yes.
very very
So Chinese calligraphy,
precious. Yeah.
so long history, so much resources.
Mhm.
Whatever you've done, someone might have done it down the road, and you can always refer it. So that's something that is very rich. And I noticed. I mean, which I believe that me as a calligrapher, and if I can impart that to the public or people who learn under me, or I have opportunity to teach, is to know that Chinese calligraphy is rich in tradition. There's somewhere to pick out. It's beyond. Sometimes it's not just on paper. I shared with you the seal script is some of it's on bronze. So there's oracle bone, which is on bones. So yeah, be creative.
Anything.
There's no way. Calligraphy is so saturated in history and so much in culture. There's always an answer. It's somewhere or somehow you can decode something that you want to be creative about. Yeah.
You can always use it as a creative element in combining with something else.
Yes.
This becomes something unique to ourselves.
Yeah.
And thank you, Mr. Malik. Thank you very much for your presence here today. Okay, this is the end of our program, and thanks for watching, everybody. And make sure to subscribe to our social media. And for Instagram, it will be Icha.sg. And for Facebook, we have Icha Singapore. And you can also visit our website icha.sg, and make sure, last but not least, make sure to follow Mr. Malik on his social media. Mr. Malik, what's your social media account?
@zenantinous.com @zenantinous. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll put that on the link below anyway. So, and thanks for your presence here today. Really love it.
Thank you very much.
See ya.